not even slick though.
Not even slick, bro. Let's get into the last one. This is a nice little one, bro. A nice little breakdown.
A man who was shot twice within a 2-week period prompted investigators to take a closer look.
To his 25,000 Instagram followers, Michael Miklos goes by the nickname Buckets, an aspiring Baltimore rapper well known in the community. But in new court documents uncovered by Fox 45 to federal investigators, he's the leader and mastermind behind a multi-million-dollar nationwide drug trafficking ring. Their investigation sparked by a shooting here in Baltimore. Miklos reportedly shot at but not injured. During that investigation, detectives allegedly recovering 5 pounds of marijuana and over $100,000 cash and Miklos' rental car. BPD referring to it as a drug deal gone bad. About a week later, Miklos, the victim of another shooting, this time struck multiple times in the groin and in critical condition. After searching the area, BPD reportedly finding, quote, multiple pounds of marijuana that Miklos attempted to discard prior to police arrival. Over a year-long investigation, federal agents collecting a mountain of evidence, including photos of Miklos with piles of cash, undercover purchases, surveillances, phone taps, and GPS tracking, throughout which they claim to have obtained more than $6 million and more than 2,000 pounds of illegal marijuana. Court documents accusing Miklos of running the operation, selling drugs regionally in Baltimore, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, then laundering large sums of cash to other states, including New York, New Jersey, and Washington, allegedly to obtain more marijuana and hide the profits.
Now, the money laundering, I don't quite gather.
Miklos' attorney, Warren Brown, arguing the laundering charge should be aimed elsewhere.
From what I've seen,
bruh,
the laundering charge should be aimed elsewhere because he got to get paid. But whatever, go ahead.
Like, I need that cash on.
Hey, so I sent the video of a little documentary of this case right here to shout out to bruh. His YouTube channel is called The Family, man. He break down this little case right here 100%. And this was a case of where, like, when he got shot the second time and he fucked around and got hit by the bullets, they said that it happened in the car. And it looked like that it might have been somebody that he knew or somebody that he trusted 100%. So it was twice in 1 week, and they think that it was somebody in his organization or some old bullshit is the one that shot him. Now that was allegedly right there, but bruh is supposed to be head of the fucking, what they say, Allentown, Pennsylvania, fucking Virginia, Baltimore, and fucking somewhere in New York. Bruh was getting it. Oh, everything, all off tree.
Baltimore got some cold hustlers, bro. Like, this one dude, I think they caught him with like $500,000, and then they caught him with another stash of cell phones. They had like 50 cell phones, but some was playing. They caught him with a half M. They caught him with like a couple birds here and there. There's like this spots they was knocking. Some was driving around in a Honda Accord getting it. Some was worth like 10 M's, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he only got about 2 years too. He got 10 years in the feds for that. But son was playing with the millions, bro. Like, Baltimore got some cold hustlers, man.
That's like, what bro was. They found him with $500K and 5 pounds.
Yeah, bro. Like
No,
Baltimore got some
found him
cold
with
hustlers.
excuse me, 100K and 5 pounds on his first shot. When he first got, well, the bullets didn't hit him the first time, and then so in the documentary, you know what I mean, that was like when he got hit the first time, the police, he didn't want to corroborate, so the police went to the DEA, and the DEA nigga put a fake Instagram account on his motherfucking followed him, and nigga, he got a fucking link to Telegram. That's how the nigga was shipping the pigs.
Oh, wow.
He had a link to Telegram with a whatever Baltimore
Hey, man, the Telegram thing,
man,
what the fifth time this came up, man. That's how what is it, Slim? That's how they got bruh.
Yeah.
What's up, Brody?
In the building.
What it do?
Yeah. Yo, first of all, Telegram is not safe. None of these apps is not safe, bro. There is something that's safe, but I can't tell you about it. But this
hey,
look, that shit is not safe.
The motherfucking so we did a story about how Apple released information to a government outside of the United States. We talked about a story like that before, right? And it set precedent because a personal company gave information, allowed the information to go, and usually that doesn't happen, right? So with the Telegram shit is that whatever government it was, they arrested the CEO and the founder of Telegram for knowing and willingly allowing people to sell drugs on his motherfucking platform. So that's how they broke the whatever the law was, or whatever the shit went. Able to get the information that was being used on a platform to commit these crimes, and that's part of the reason how whatever government or the Baltimore, wherever his case is, they was able to start putting shit together, bro. 100%.
Yo, bro. At the end of the day,
Maryland's legal, but not legal to do that.
Nah, man. Let me tell you something, man. Yo, back in the days, Maryland had a spot that. It was so bad with the Ron out there, right?
Yeah.
That
with the Ron H.
Oh,
brown lady, you know what I'm saying? It was so bad out there that the Lord, the town needed it. You know what I'm saying? So they had to make the laws to where they could still get their fist because the whole town was hooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dudes was getting slaps on the wrist for going over there getting money as long as it wasn't no violence. You know what I mean? Like,
on the documentary,
more is a different place, man, when it comes to getting that money, bro.
Led off with, he said the line from The Wire, all the pieces of the puzzle matter. The Wire in Baltimore. This is in Baltimore, bro. He used the Wire line on the news coverage of one brother. 100%. Like you said, bro, Baltimore is serious, bro. 100%, bro.
Yeah, Baltimore is a serious, it's a different place when it comes to getting that money. You know what I mean? Like it's a real different place, man. And it's big too. Not just Baltimore, just the whole Maryland.
And they got a port over there too, right? So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, like
it's coming through.
It's different, man. It's different.
One of the niggas in the indictment, the Asian boy that they said that was up in New York that was doing the laundering, that motherfucker is a head of somewhere from like China or somewhere, bro, that does the he's a multi-million-dollar distributor of the flour that's from overseas. And he be sending the money. So the boy Buckets, he gets his dough. He send his dough upstate, and bruh, wash whatever he does, gives him his. It said in the documentary that the boy Zoo XU, his AKA alias is Sean. It showed it work on there.
It's a bunch of Chinese dudes in that indictment.
10 niggas. Yeah. 10 niggas in the indictment, but one of the niggas is redacted, and then the nigga that's redacted is the one that was given. Because remember how I showed them getting the boxes out of the U-Haul? He's the one that gave the drop to the police to be able to set up the surveillance. That's what it's in the paperwork. No, man.
Rata.
You know, they ain't no fees, so that's gonna happen.
You ain't lying. And like,
That's gonna
I mean,
happen.
you're talking about multi-organizations working together. Like if it's the Chinese, bro, and they in New York, you know that's them what do they call them? The juntaos, bro. What do they call them? Them Asian gangsters, bro.
That shit crazy, but
Yo,
bro
I'm
was
telling
running
you,
it up,
like-
but it's fucked up though. So, and the way that they got
He was Philo or whatever they call it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Them organized crime, Chinese mafia shit, man.
Yeah, man.
But the way they got on him is that what the documentary alleges is that it was his.
That was bro from Rush Hour. That's where that was from. My bad. Go ahead.
It was his own peoples that was getting on him. So the the first time that he got shot at, the nigga had some peas on him and 100,000. You ain't pulling up. If you at the top of the top and you got 100,000 on you and 5 P's, you only pulling up for a nigga that you finna go fuck with that you really know. Pause. You know what I mean? You're not pulling up like that nowhere else. And you pulling up because you comfortable with 100K and some P's. 100%. Then the second time you get hit, it's in the core. You at the top of the top, nigga. You not just pulling up nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
And
why is
sometimes even at the top, see, that's the thing. Like niggas that's at the top still make moves.
Yeah,
it's not like just I'm at the top and I ain't doing nothing. Like, nah, you still make moves.
It ain't gonna be with nobody that you don't know. You're not comfortable.
Real shit too, though.
Yeah, that's true. There definitely was somebody from the inner circle or somebody that knew something about him.
Yeah,
somebody alley hooped that play.
The media gonna make it to be like he the guy, he the kingpin.
Yeah, somebody alley hooped that play. You know what I'm saying?
And it was
that's the game, though.
Dog, that's and there's still someone above him.
There it
is. The game.
There it
Snakes,
is.
Rats, all that. That's all part of the game. You know what I mean? If
we
Biggie were alive today, would he
great
testify
balance
against
of
Puffy?
the
No,
universe.
I don't believe that.
Oh my mama.
Biggie had too many solid niggas around to be testifying against Puff.
Oh
you,
shit.
You made me a millionaire. I'm not.
He's
I'm
from
not doing
Brooklyn.
that.
He ain't finna testify.
No, it's just like if you made me a multi-millionaire, why would I turn around and do you dirty in court like that? Like, nah.
Hey, did you see? There's something about bruh. It was like there's bruh going around right now doing a bunch of podcasts, and his claim to fame is it was like him, Jay, Panama, like this was like their like childhood homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this dude?
Who? Who you talking about?
I should have sent y'all the link, man. I fell asleep watching this shit last night. But it's bruh, like he's going around doing a bunch of interviews. I think he had just got out. But
Talking about
like Jay, he said the last thing Jay said to him when he was going to trial was like, bro, I got you. And that was the last time you seen Jay. You really, but they're like,
oh, you know, I know you're not talking about behavior.
Is that his name?
That's what
he did all I think.
Oh yeah, and then he's from Marcy, but then like
the Haven. The Haven.
But
That's
then
what
he
I'm
went
talking
to
about.
Jersey.
Yeah. The Haven. Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Every day.
You know what I'm talking about now, right? Okay.
Yeah, but see, the problem with the Haven is that
he ran with Jay.
Yeah, he ran with Jay, and you know, some went left.
Yeah,
you know, and Jay didn't know until he watched Marcy Made, which came out around the time that Drake dropped the album that Jay was shooting shots at the Haven. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that the Haven Mans tried to, you know, they robbed him and tried to smoke him. Because because when the Haven got locked up, Jay allegedly was still fucking with the same people that the Haven was messing with. And I guess some of the Haven people felt some kind of way. So I don't know, man. That's, you know, can't really blame Jay for wanting to separate himself from that, but whatever.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of like you were saying earlier.
But nowadays, but you see, nowadays, somebody was saying you can't be a criminal. Nowadays, it's over. But the thing is that you have to be a real criminal now. You can't be an Instagram social media criminal. You got to be an off the record criminal. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on phones. You can't be on cameras. No pictures. You got to move like the old school gangsters.
Yeah, like, I mean, everybody idolizes the Mafia. I mean, like, look at, like, motherfuckers is putting hits on them, motherfuckers, and trying to make, you know what I mean? Like, this is a real thing, right? Even
you know what's so crazy with the Mafia?
They were never seen.
But yeah, and you know what's so crazy with the Mafia? when I was looking into the history of it,
You grew up
the
in
mafia was started by killers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's why the murder game was so crazy with them, because it was started by killers, right? But the thing was, when they merged, when they came over to America from Italy and Sicily, and they merged and they had the American mafia, which is like Italians that grew up in the US, that's when it was people that wasn't killers getting involved. And that's when a lot of that shit started to go left. Niggas started snitching and all that. You know what I mean? But the mafia was started by killers, man.
Yeah, that
all them old school mobsters was killers, man.
Who's Carlos Marcello?
Man,
that's in New Orleans, ain't it?
Nigga, that's the gangster of gangsters, nigga.
The gangster. Oh yeah, he said okay.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah, okay.
He was New Orleans to New York. He was the whole southern.
New York was the 5 families.
Yeah, he was hooked up with your boy. What's your boy name, man? They had the gambling shit. They got kicked out of New York.
The Gambinos? My bad. I just thought I heard gambling.
The Gambinos. Fuck, man. You know his name if I call it out. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Is it this Castellano?
Nah.
Costello?
Yeah,
Paul?
yeah. He was hooked up with Frank Costello.
Oh, Frank? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank Costello.
Of New York. He went to
this is old school shit.
Yeah.
This is like 50.
Yeah.
The commission is up here in New York. So anything that had to do with the mob, it had to go through the commission. Like the 5 families and all that, they governed the mob around the whole country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the commission was made up of Lucky Luciano. It was Lucky Luciano. No, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano. It was a Jewish dude. It was a Jewish gangster too. Nah, man.
Yeah, his name was Hyman Roth.
Oh, Hyman Roth. That's the Godfather.
I was like, why do I know that name?
Nah, man. It was a movie. It was a movie on right? It was Lucky Luciano, Al Capone.
Baby, the Jewish guy.
Damn, man.
It's gotta be. I'll put money on
Dutch. No, it's not Dutch shows. But
there was a third guy though too. I can't
remember. It was, but they killed a lot of mob bosses back in the days, and that's how they became head of the commission.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They killed them all.
They killed a lot of bosses because they were.
The nigga Castellano, they said he was doing something. So the nigga that was up under Castellano, who?
Gotti.
Oh yeah, because Gotti
got him off for some shit. It was something. The way that the power transferred.
Because they put the
it was because Castellano. All right, in the 90s they made it illegal for mafia members to be moving drugs, and that's how Gotti came up.
Came in the game.
So he was still doing that, and Castellano wanted to get him whacked because he found out he was moving drugs.
Breaking the rules.
So
we don't do that kind of thing.
Gotti was like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill him before he kill me."
100%.
And then Gotti was supposed to get murked for that because he didn't get sanctioned to do that.
He didn't ask
but he had an OG in his corner that saved him.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, and broke it down to the commission like, "Yo, this man, you know what I mean?"
Hey, they called Castellano house.
Sammy Boo carried out that hit.
Hey, Castellano, yeah, facts. I seen
Sparks,
that
right in front of Sparks in the city.
Oh my mama. He's on fucking blood. Sammy got an interview on Vlad.
Man, Sammy the bull, that dude sucker, man. Like,
he's hella funny. I like
that. Castellano house, I think, is in Long Island, right? So I seen this before.
He knows he's a rat.
Man, that motherfucking Castellano house, they call that motherfucking the White House, bro. That motherfucker bigger than a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Percent, he got fat shit.
Yeah,
and they
for real.
The motherfucking Godfather house too. On everything.
Hell yeah.
Tino said, "Is it Siegel?"
Yeah, see.
No, it wasn't Siegel. It wasn't Siegel. If you Google, look up the Jewish monster that sat on the commission.
Yeah, he was Jewish, but he
was Jewish.
Yeah, but he definitely was the right hand man of Lucky, because that fool's the one that they sent to Vegas to do all like the flamingo and the whole.
Yeah, Lucky Luciano started off as a killer too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they all did. You know, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? See, the mafia taught, I ain't gonna front in New York, the mafia taught street cats how to really be gangsters. They taught gangsters how to be gangsters.
That's what I'm saying.
And they knew how to get, because their whole thing was, if you a gangster, you either hustle or you get your shit by force. You know, you gotta hustle with your muscle. You know what I'm saying? So you put the muscle game down on all these different legal businesses to get legal paper. So extortion was a big business. It was big business. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even like crazy with it. It's like, yo, you need backing to do this. Holla at me.
100%. That's how Don Vito knocked off the one weirdo Godfather. 100%. Godfather took himself like, what's up on extorting everybody. He was like, hold on, man, you're not finna be doing this shit, man. He knocked his punk ass off. Don Viducci, and he kept Viducci, man, get your ass out of here.
Like the way, like you see when they had like, all right, Teamsters, right? Teamsters is still out here, still relevant, right? Now, when Teamsters used to have them battles for them contracts, who you think was making sure that they catch the win? The mob. They like, because it was a taxi cab union. You know, back then you got the medallion for 300,000. You could have a whole fleet up under you, right? And you could run in the city all day. Nobody else can't run in the city without that medallion. You know what I mean? So they had a battle for the contracts because they had medallions, right? So there's like, oh, you got a battle for the medallion, and these other companies want to fight for the contract. Yo, burn all their taxi cabs up, bro. Send all them shits on fire. Then once they won the contract, they like, all right, boom, we got the contract. So now we got the contract. Yo, I need a loan to help do this thing in Vegas. Yo, I need a loan to help do this, to help build that, to make this move. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting money from this, we help you get that money. You know what I'm saying? That's why Hoffa got. You know what I mean? Nah, because what it is, he tried to like separate himself, but you so in deep with them that it's like, yo, our money mixed in with yours. Our muscle, we put our muscle game down. If you need money, if you need backing, you need anything, we got you. You gotta ride this thing out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're legit. You're not going to jail. And even if he went to jail, we got you in there. Ain't nobody fucking with you in there.
Say like I bummed like 20 bands, right? I'd be like, yo, hold me down for like 20. Be like, okay, kid, I got you.
They got you whatever you need. You just gotta have that bread though.
Every week you gotta give this motherfucker 500 though until you pay the full 20. Like it's like
with interest.
20 back.
With interest.
That's how they make their profit.
You know, you like 50 bands in them, and now you're doing jobs, you're doing other things for them. You know what I mean?
How you doing things, something strange for some change to get that paper to pay them bills that you owe them people. You know what I'm saying?
And what about
come after your family and all that? Like they ain't playing.
Like did every hood or every little area have like number runners and shit?
Yeah,
like,
they used to have that game on lock until Bumpy Johnson came through and did his thing. You know, in Harlem.
Yeah, because that.
But even him, he had to get cool. He got cool.
Hella bread.
Yeah, he got cool when he was beefing with Dutch Schultz. He ended up getting cool with the dude that Dutch Schultz owed, which was Lucky Luciano. Once he got cool with Lucky, and Lucky said, "Listen, I know you wanted, you know what I'm saying, you trying to fight for your people, this, that, and the third. Listen, you got a problem, and that problem ain't going away. But I can make it go away. But I just need 5%." Of what you get. That's it.
Yeah, because
when they did the dip, he said, I don't even want to go to war with you with nothing. He just said, I just need that 5% and your problem goes away. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. He did the 5%. He said, and I'll help you with the operations. You know what I'm saying? So once Lucky told him that, they shook on it. Dutch Schultz was out of here, got his own man to smoke him. And that was out of here. He was
gone. Cold world.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember watching a mobster movie on Lucky Luciano. I think it was like Christian Slater. It was semi cheesy.
There's that movie, and then there's the one with Lawrence Fishburne about Bumpy Johnson. That's the movie right there.
Is that
Hoodlum?
Yeah, that one goes. Yeah, that one goes hard.
That's old school too, bro. Hoodlum, hello.
Because remember, Bumpy took over the number runner. It was a lady called Madam, I think Madam something. And she had something on lock, but she didn't have muscle. And the mom was trying to muscle in her business. And when she hired Bumpy, it was for him to, just to help her out with, running. And once he seen it was an actual threat, he was like, and she left him in charge. I think she backed out of it, or went to jail or something like that. And she left him in charge. He was like, nah, y'all not taking nothing.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Man, the niggas are still running numbers right now, nigga. I seen the nigga Ish on the Button podcast say that one of his partners just hit for 30K on the.
No, they still do it. It's not going away. It's just that everybody just govern their own thing. You know what I mean? Like the Spanish dudes, they had it on lock for some years, bro. Like the Ricans and all that.
Bogey dumb question time. How do they select the numbers?
I don't know. I just used to run it from my grandmother. Yo, she give me a paper, take these numbers to here, and they know you coming, and that's it.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. Oh my mom.
I've always because I didn't grow up around nobody running no numbers, but that's just
that's the old game.
Every day. But do they do this daily too?
Yeah, that's every day, all day.
Like
that's the underground lotto, and you have more of a chance of winning than the regular lotto. Like I used to go hit gambling spots up in New York, like with the sports betting and shit like that, and make paper. But the only thing, every single one of them just got shot up, so I had to kind of back off. You know what I'm saying?
It does start with underground.
Yeah, bulletproof glass. You know what I'm saying? You go into one door, it's magnetized. You can't get out of that door until you finish doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's
everything.
It's all that. Yeah.
Tino said that's crazy. It's like a private lottery. How many numbers?
Yeah, and the odds is better, like because as you move closer to the if you got a boxing match and you move closer to the match, they try to be like you see these apps now like FanDuel and all that. They be trying to chip money off the winnings the closer they get to the fight. When you underground, not only do you make more money on your wins, but they don't chip nothing. Yeah. You just got to take that risk of going in there and getting that bread.
It's all just risk in your life.
Yeah, we just go in there,
If you hit for 30, you still got to walk out with it too. You're like, all right.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna walk out with it. Or it's gonna be man. Listen, it's gonna be 4th of July if I don't walk out of here with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, because I'm coming there prepared, and it's tax free. Like,
because it's that shit.
Real.
It's that.
Because I remember a dude, like my one of my relatives, man, like one of her friends was bet on the NBA season, won like 16 racks, try to go up there and collect. Sunday, man, they clapped them up for that 16 racks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I told my relative, I said, yo, that gambling shit is serious. You gotta think. You gotta make sure that you walk out of there with that bread.
Yeah, for real.
You can't go in there bullshitting, like, you know what I mean? There's another cat that got that wants some bread. They lined him up. He got jukes. He came back to the spot probably maybe a month later. Seen the dude in the spot and walked up to him and shot him right in his head. Yep. So they have they had the ups and downs. Niggas arguing off that money, the dice games, and because it's not just for sports, it's for all kinds of gambling. So they got slot machines, all that shit. Like,
yeah, I was about to say in my city, that's what it is. It's all the cafes. They got the little card machines in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got that. They got the pool table, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you, like I said, the
and too. It's like it's all the Asian spots in my hometown. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
you best believe in New York when the Asians
I don't even trust
you better believe in New York when the Asians got these spots, these different races got these spots.
Yeah, they got the
don't think that they not no gangsters. Don't think that it's not being governed by no Asian gangsters, Armenian gangsters, white gangsters. Oh nah, they got their people that's gonna make sure those transactions go the way it's supposed to go. Yeah.
That motherfucking them card rooms is everywhere, bro. Even in Russia.
Man, my cousin right here just took his sister to the gambling shack. He said he had to get the fuck up out of here. He left his sister in his potty. He wasn't finna be up in that. He just told me the story like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
they
got one in Stockton. Some fools just robbed it recently.
Oh,
how you think, yo, back in the
I
days?
heard about that from the homie that lived in Stockton. So like, I told him, I was like, find a link and shoot it to me.
Shout out to 209.
Yo, how you think
over there? Don't go over there.
How you think niggas used to meet they plugs back in the days? Like, nigga, they used to go to you go to the horse races and OTB and you know what I mean? Yo, Kentucky Derby, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
that's where the ballers be at.
Man, you know what my Filipino partners be doing? It'd be like 100 bands to get in these things, bro. So you go out to these little ranches, bro. They doing the cockfights. Pause.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Real talk, bro. It'd be like 100 bands a match. So it's like 25. Like it's like 25 per. Like it shit goes up, bro.
Damn.
Then off top, these are just the people that's competing, right?
Yep.
Everybody else is betting on the shit. You know what I mean? And they turn it up.
I wish I had to bet because when I'm my bag game,
underground little circle though, these motherfuckers be flying into Vegas, flying.
And they flying to Vegas. All that come gamble in person.
I hear allegedly, like they having little cockfighting arenas, bro. Like,
yeah, they do. They sharpen the beaks and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You poke. They get poked in the neck. It's over.
Yeah, Tino said facts. Chicken fights in Cali, big money.
Hell yeah,
man. It goes down.
Little stadiums with cheers and food and shit.
Yeah, man.
You sit there, popcorn, watching the motherfucking
Because you know everybody getting money, so I might as well sell something in there: food, water, you know, beverages, all that.
Best believe there's somebody there with the cater. You feel
let me tell you something. In the 90s in New York, niggas was hustling, and then at the end of the day, after they made some money, they might take out a little couple $100 or a couple dollars, and they go hit the gaming spot, spend the rest of the night trying to get some extra bread in there. So it's a whole day and whole night of hustling.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know,
team no sleep.
No sleep.
Oh, Baba. Y'all got anything going out on what was we just talking about?
Baltimore, the whole Baltimore thing. Yeah, man. I mean, yo, free the real hustlers, man. I don't be wanting to see hustlers go down because I know they just about that paper trying to get to the power, man. You know what I mean? But you know, you gotta move smart out here, man. You gotta move like a real gangster from the 80s, man. Like before the technology, you gotta move like that. Cause
there it is there. Cause
I go back to Messenger Bird.
Bruh.
None of that new age shit. None of that, I'm gonna be on the app and none of that, man.
That shit is wild though, bro. He was out the Telegram moving packs.
Man, too many people done got caught on that Telegram to be took. Ain't none of that shit safe, man.
You gotta remember, we I think last week or the week before, somebody got caught up by the digital footprint, bruh. Don't be out here stunting. Don't be out here flexing 100,000 like it's part of your motherfucking 22-inch biceps, and you know what I mean. Hold the phone to the ear, bruh, and then just blasting your business, bro. If you really don't
really have money
out it, bro, because you know the new ages is like. You know, everything do gotta be on the gram because if it ain't on the gram, nigga, you ain't did it. But like how Slim
I don't need validation.
There it is there because the paper is the validation.
I mean, go look at somebody else.
Like, can't go to Starbucks and get
validation. Look, if you are the guy like that and you want some validation for your hard work, and maybe invest in somebody from the hood that can rap. Invest in a business or something. You know what I mean? Blow the business up. Do something.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? When you look at like a place like Philly, right? Like just PA in general, you don't know what the underworld of that shit look like because they don't show none of that. You just see a bunch of Muslims with big beds and young boys running around. You don't really know who really getting to the paper, who really having it, but they be having it. That's how you're supposed to move.
100%, bro.
Anywhere that got the docks, got docks or access to water, man, they're getting it, man. Yeah,
you gotta know them Philly cats to know that they're getting some type of paper, like personally, because they not putting on, especially the old school cats, they not putting none of that out there.
100%, bro. That's how they make their living. I still know motherfuckers whose career, or well, let me put it like this, that ain't had a 9 to 5. 100%, bro.
Yeah, never had
a 9 to 5.
Still getting it. You know what I'm saying? You know?
So come on now. But also, like I said, once you get something, man, invest that shit, man. Start your own motherfucking record label. Start your own podcast, 100%, man. Oh my mama, start a business, bro.
I just think that sometimes it'd be hard for motherfuckers to leave once, you know. It's hard to stop making 50,000 a day, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You know, it's doable. You can do
it.
And see, bruh was so involved in the Flat 420 movement. That motherfucker, he didn't. I don't know if he had any felonies or nothing, but he probably could have came out to California and tried to get into the thing because he got all the dope.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
See, you know what it is? It don't be no blueprint for cats. But it's blueprints now because motherfuckers been doing this street shit forever. There's people that can transition.
The nigga that own Gumbo, him and his wife, they from the East Coast.
I know about them.
Oh my mama, and they came from up out the.
I know about Luca Brasi.
Yeah, Luca Brasi. Oh my mama.
Okay, I'm about to say I know this motherfucking story.
Yeah,
oh my mama, facts, bro. So,
I know about him.
You got anything going out on this one, Bo?
Maryland is a illegal state, right? So he's gonna get got because he was going to like Virginia and shit like that with the shit. Like I don't think the New York shit. That's even the lawyer was like that extortion shit. That's some other shit, or the laundering shit. That's some other shit. That's, you know what I mean? Because he's trying to throw that to some New York shit. So I think ultimately he might be all right, man. You know what I mean?
They said so. I think he got out and was dropping music videos. So I didn't get really all the way to the last video.
Hey, I love how ignorant it is, man.
Like, nigga, fuck trying to be the rapper, man. Be the CEO. The hell with being a rapper.
Motherfuckers want the clout. You know what it is, bro.
Fuck that clout. You already in the street making bread. Like, what you need clout for? Man, that's just stupid, man. We the only
real talk.
I can't go to the Gucci store and get fitted up.
That's just stupid, man. Man, show me the money. You keep the fame, man.
Facts, like Tino said. What confuses me is who is they looking for validation from? LOL, the whole hood knows what you're doing. Come on now.
What more validation you need?
Facts. Here's a good example. Burner turned his father's sketchy business into a logo, and now he's a billionaire. Oh my mama, 100%.
Damn, Burner up there like that now. I did.
I don't know if he's a billionaire, but he up there though.
He said he's gonna be the first billionaire off the tree.
I wouldn't even doubt it because that brand is serious.
It's serious.
That brand is serious. You know what I mean? But you know what they say. You know why I don't knock hustlers though, because you know what they say, man. You know, people talk about generational wealth and all that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, it takes one good thief, one good hustler. You know what I mean? That take all the risks, and because you can't push. The thing sometimes, you know, people realize that you can't push these big major companies and brands without no money. 100%. Somebody got to, either you going to fund it or somebody got to sponsor you or something when you want to get on a big boy level. Because that grinding your way up shit, that shit don't have, that's not the story for everybody, man. It's doable, but it ain't the story for everybody. You know what I mean? Motherfucker be grinding and you just increase your luck by grinding for where you can run into somebody that want to put that bag behind your drink, but you need that push.
Yeah.
For real.
You're not lying.
Ain't nothing wrong with no partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with no partnership on everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do.
Back into the craft, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Start making the money.
Come on now, facts. When you invest into the company, bro, we get the company bigger, bro.
He told me straight up. He was like, you know, he's like, these rappers, they be making their little $5,000 albums and shit, and you could hear it. He's like, people don't, they'll just download their shit and steal it. He's like, you know, we put like 15,000-20,000 in a project, just the recording process, you know what I mean? And then boom, you know, he about to go gold on the independent shit. You know what I'm saying? That's bread. You know
that's bread.
Yeah, you paying the fucking for the
you invested in yourself. You know what? Shout out to MJD, bruh. That's what he told me in Miami, bro. 100%. Every draft that we've had that we went to, you know what I mean? We have, you know, we sit down, because we be the first up in the morning. I told this on the podcast before. And one of the main things that we have talked about before, bro, he told me to invest in myself. And this was in 2021. I think this was the Miami draft.
Miami. Yeah.
3 years ago, bro. Oh my mama. And I, you know, nigga came home and started cooking shit up, bro. And I, you know, I invested in something, you know, 100%, bro. Not only but into my other business. Man, fuck that. 100%. Let me chip out a little bit of shit to try and upgrade the productivity and the product that a nigga trying to put out. 100%, bro. Oh my mama, nigga. Even though a nigga ain't seen the ROI yet, but yeah, it's coming though. 100%, bro. Oh my mama, my nigga. So yeah, facts. Let's get into this last one, y'all.